SciExcite is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bringing the fun of science to young students through mentors they can connect with.
I began my journey in 7th grade with Science Olympiad, where I was constantly inspired by older team members who became my mentors in exploring the world of science. But eventually I noticed that there was a lack of teams representing certain areas and demographics in my community. So in 10th grade, I gave up competition to instead learn how to be a mentor to these kids in these areas, effectively bringing our fortune to them. And thus was the beginning of SciExcite. Since then, our work has brought us all over central New York, and especially into communities with some of the highest poverty levels in America.
HopePrint is a grassroots organization that assists resettled refugees to help them flourish in their community, which is important in a city that accepts refugees at the 3rd highest rate in the country. I began volunteering there a few years back, and now I have the amazing opportunity to work with the kids through SciExcite. SciExcite gives these children a unique opportunity to explore science through hands-on activities and demonstrations. Unfortunately, the kids at HopePrint and other new American centers don't have as much access to these resources, so our programs give them a chance to explore and develop a love of science.
You know, as most of these kids are refugee kids, they might not be exposed to all this, so this is a lot of excitement for them, and I'm so glad that you guys came and helped them. So made the kids' day, you know.
Through SciExcite, we've had the amazing opportunity to go directly into classrooms to work with students. It's so much fun to see the kids' faces before and after our experiments. When we walk in with our arms full of boxes of beakers and pipettes, some of the kids are a little shy and skeptical, but once we get started, there are nothing but smiles all around.
I think a lot of kids aren't necessarily given, especially in the city, aren't necessarily given the opportunity to experience as much of this stuff. Some kids get the chances to go to like science museums and places like that, but I know a lot of my students, a lot of them had never experienced things like that. So it was like a first for them to do some of those activities.
The fact that students are teaching students seem to be a very positive role model for the younger students. They seem to absorb the material that was presented in a better way.
We spent thousands of hours developing activities, writing grants, and planning, so it's great to see everything pay off. From making ice cream goo monsters to exploding pipettes, the kids are always eager to get as close to the experiment as possible and participate in the action. Our hope is that these mad scientists are inspired by what we do and will dare to pose questions and seek answers for themselves.
The kids loved it, the parents loved it, and it was one of those things where I got a lot of positive feedback from everyone who was coming.
When I was younger, I was really outgoing and talkative, and I really enjoyed speaking in front of crowds, and high school had kind of taken that out of me, and it made me really nervous to do that type of thing. But SciExcite has brought out a part of me that I haven't seen in years, and it's been really incredible to see how much I've grown as a person and to see the changes that it's made in me, as well as seeing the changes that it's made in the kids.